If you want to do a cool inverted half split that's resting from a crossback straddle, this routine is for you.
Hammock this week, and we're doing some cool moves from a crossback straddle, including a very resty split.
Yes, and if you will not believe that the easiest pose in this routine is the most challenging.
You just had to throw that out there, huh?
I just had to say, because if you're not used to like bending your back, or your back is not very bendy, it will feel a bit tiring.
Thanks for letting us know. There is a little section where we just extend our arms and kick our legs backward. You'll see it later, but it's not that hard. It's just that Karina doesn't like to bend her back at all. And so I knew it when I put this pose in. I said, why am I doing this? I'm gonna hear her complain. But then I said, I'm gonna hear her complain. So you know that when I gave it to her, like I gave her the video, I told her the only thing that you won't like is that. But we hold it for like 2 seconds. So otherwise, it's a really chill routine.
Kind of feels like 2 hours.
Anyway, Aerialist, if you're new to this channel, welcome. On this channel, we talk all things aerial and we break down different routines every week across 4 different apparatuses: aerial hoop, hammocks, silks, and poles. So if you practice any of these apparatuses, especially at home or maybe at an open practice somewhere, subscribe to the channel. It's a great resource to have whenever you train.
Yeah, and if you have some aerial friends who are looking for resources to help with their at-home or open practice training, feel free to share the content with them, invite them to join our channel. We'd love to have them as a part of our community.
Before we start, let's do a quick safety check. Let's start by checking our equipment. Make sure everything is okay with your rigging and your hammock. Make sure that you have a crash mat. Don't practice without one under any circumstances. And make sure that you warm up well and cool down well before and after you practice aerial, always. For this routine, it is recommended that you warm up maybe your leg grab, because we are grabbing our legs. It's not so hard since it's a half split, but it also depends on your flexibility. So warm up accordingly to your flexibility for that. And then also the pose that Karina really hates. If you're like her, then warm up your back a little for that.
A lot.
And then if you're looking for warm-up ideas, we'll leave them in a playlist, which we'll put right up here. If you haven't warmed up as yet, go do that first and then come back to this routine. Make sure you're wearing the right clothing for this routine. I recommend something that covers behind your knee, because we are sliding down from the crossback and that can be a little abrasive if you're wearing shorts. Karina and I wore stockings, which isn't so bad. I also employed the Karina cheat, so I don't know if you noticed that I did it. You didn't notice, huh? Oh, but I did it. You should be proud of me.
I am.
And so yeah, make sure that you're covering the back of your leg, especially behind your knee. Also make sure that you're covering maybe your midsection as well, because of the way that the fabric wraps, and under your arms, because that extended pose that Karina hates. The only thing is that you are leaning on your shoulders underneath your armpits, and the fabric can rub you under there and give you maybe some little burn. So just be careful with that. And then of course, make sure that you have your spotting buddy. Make sure you have someone to train with so they can be your GPS in the air, your cheerleader, and if something happens, they're there to call someone or assist you.
Yeah. This video is a tutorial video that we put together to help to teach you how to do the poses that we did in this routine, and also the different transitions that we did from pose to pose, and any tips that we use to help make this a lot easier for us. If you want to see it synced up to the music, we did leave a short for you right up here. You can always just hop onto our Instagram accounts and check it out there. We do leave you links to our accounts down in the description below, so you can check it out there, and they're usually live on our Instagram accounts by the time this video premieres. If you want to see it on a bigger screen, then come back to the channel on Friday. On Friday, we release a YouTube video that shows both of us doing the routine. You'll see how my back looks a little straight when I do that pose that I hate, and how her back just looks like a canoe when she does the pose. So you'll see how two people doing the same routine, the same poses might look a little bit different, and that's okay. And this is also why I get to complain.
But your back looks the same like mine in that
No,
pose.
it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Well, even if it does, it feels painful. Also, if you want to know what song we use and what version of the song we use and when we get started, we leave all of that information for you down in the description below, so just check it out there.
Now that we've covered everything,
Let's get started!
Hello, Aerialist. Karina is here and she's going to show us what to do for this hammock routine. So for this routine, we're starting, it's a longer fabric, a longer hammock that we're using this time. So just be mindful of that. We are making sure that you have enough fabric to do a crossback straddle would be important for this. So we start with 1 foot in the hammock. For Karina, that is her right foot. And then she has both hands above her head up high. Notice that she has her hands directly above the rigging point, and she's pulling down on the fabric as much as possible. And even though she'll need to push her foot out that is in the fabric, so the loop of the fabric will be out of the rigging point, her hands stay under the rigging point at all times so that she can keep that centered spin. In order to do this, you're going to swing the leg that is in the hammock backwards and then pivot off of your other leg, your left leg, which is slightly away from the rigging point. Your hands are what are keeping you the most centered. You'll spin for a few times, and then you're going to wave yourself up and bring your free leg between both poles, and then bring the fabric under your arm, and it should run across your back like this. And that is the starting spin. So when you're done with that starting spin and you bring yourself up into the fabric, bring your body across, bring your body through, and the fabric should run across your back under your armpit of your outside arm, and you're holding high above. Here, you're going to take your free leg and you're going to step it on the opposite pole to make this shape. Now you're going to switch and you're going to extend your outside hand. That will be the lower hand for you. Notice the other hand is holding high on the pole to keep you secure here. Then, oh, thank you. I think it's okay. Then you're going to go back and bring your leg take your leg off of the pole, and then hold on to both poles up high, bring your body back to the center, and you're going to make sure that the poles are running under your armpit and kind of push your hips and your back a little forward to make this extended pose right here. Then you're going to hold on back to the fabric, bring your body back behind the hammock, and then you're going to bring your free leg to the side, outside of the pole, to get ready and get ready to do a crossback. For your crossback, you're going to bring your inside hand, so the same hand of the foot that is bent, and then you're going to bring your body in front of the pole, lean to the side, and then you're going to hook your...
Now hold on to the pole further away with both hands and think about pushing that bottom hand, pushing the pole away from you, and then releasing that top hand and reaching around so that you can hook your armpit on the pole that is closest to you. Hold on to this pole with both hands. Now think about turning your body out towards the direction of your pinky toe until the other pole comes to the outside of your legs. Once it's on the outside, you hold high, pull your body up, and open up your legs to create the cross behind your back.
From here, you're going to invert, and you're going to hook your free leg from outside to inside between both poles. Then you hold this pose for a bit before you grab the loop of the fabric that your foot is in. You're going to hold on to the lower pole, and you're going to release your foot, extend it behind you, and hold this loop out like this. You'll hold that for a bit, and then you're going to bring that to your shoulder, making sure that your hand goes inside to get into this pose. After that, you'll grab your back leg, so the free leg, with your hand, the same side's hand, and extend your arm. Then you can release that leg, grab the opposite leg with the same side's arm, and then hold the other leg forward in order to get into this half splitty position. From there, that's the end of the routine. So you just hold on to the pole that is closest to you, then release your legs, and that's the end.
was so much fun. If you had fun learning this routine with us, please leave us a like before you leave.
If you're looking to continue training hammock and you're wanting to do different moves at every level of the hammock, check out the routine we're leaving on screen. It has a pretty start, and once again, we do poses on different levels, so you'll really enjoy that one. There's also a pretty spin at the end. So we'll leave the dance video on top and the routine at the bottom. And until next time, bye!